Hey everybody, I wanted to show you something cool today. We are going to take a YouTube video like this. We're going to stick it in Claude, and it's going to give us an N8N workflow. Sound cool, right? Let's try it out. So the first thing you want to do is find a YouTube video that's talking about a make automation. This is one of my own videos, obviously. You want to go down here to More, and then scroll down to where it says Show Transcript. Just click that. This will pop open over here. And then go ahead and copy all of this. So we'll just copy that. We're going to go into Claude, and this is a free account. As you can see here, it says free. I put a free account in just so I could show you guys that this works. And then I'm going to give it a simple prompt. All right, so you can go ahead and pause the screen and write that down. I'm basically just saying take this YouTube transcript of a make.com automation and turn it into an N8N workflow. Please give me the N8N workflow in JSON format. And then we're just going to paste that in, and then we'll go ahead and send it. And then after a few seconds of thinking, it'll start popping in this awesome information here. Now, I will tell you, this is not perfect, okay? It does need some fine tuning after the fact, but this will give you one heck of a head start. So if there's something you really want to build, this gives you like 90%. And so there it says it's done. Obviously, it's going to tell me what I should do first. So there's that. So then just go into your N8N. Let me just get a new workflow here. So I have a brand new workflow. If you go down here to the bottom of the screen, down by my head here, you can see there's a little copy button down here. It says copy contents. Just click that to copy it. Go into your N8N workflow and then just paste it. Control V or Command V if you're on a Mac. And it pastes it in there. And voila, we have an automation. So I'll go ahead and set this trigger up so it stops yelling at me. And so as you can see here, it says it should be using a newer version called Code Node. So we could copy paste this into the Code Node just to be safe. You will have to make sure your WordPress account is set up. And of course, the Google Sheet one did not work correctly because I was doing an API call. I'm sure I could probably just have Claude. Let me try something. Okay, so basically I'm asking it is, so for the Google Sheets, in the video, they did an API call to bulk upload. How would I do that in N8N? Let's see if it can do it. Let's see. Oh, it's actually creating a whole new workflow. So let's go back to my workflow here. Oops. And oh, wow. So as you can see, it gave me a whole nother workflow. So we're setting the sheet ID. So it wants me to put the Google Sheet name in there. This hasn't changed. There's that. Wow. So is it, what sheet ID does it want? Spreadsheets. So it actually wants, so if we go to our Google Sheet here, which has nothing on it, and I'll just copy the ID at the top, and then I'll go ahead and paste this in here. So if we go ahead and test that, there's our sheet. And let's see if WordPress, this one takes a while because it has to pull every post. So I'll probably pause and come back when it's done. So I probably would want to fine tune this because it literally pulls everything and I don't want everything, but I do got all the posts. And then as you can see here, it's creating, I mean, it made this for me. I didn't do any of this coding. Let's see if it actually works. So it doesn't like line 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take its original one. How come it took it from that one? So once again, all we're going to do here, I'm just going to copy this and say, I get this error. Okay, I think it's going out of control now. I don't know what this debug structure is that it seems to like to do now. But let's go ahead and delete you. And then I'm just going to paste in this new one. And let's connect it. So sheet ID again is that. So let me just copy that, put that there. Go ahead and test. Beautiful. WordPress. We'll test that again. Okay, so we got all of our WordPress data. Let's see what this is. I don't even know what this is for. Let me just execute it and see what happens. Okay. I think it's changing names or something. Wow. Look at all that code. All right, let's go ahead and test that and see what happens. I'm afraid and it looks like we got nothing. So the worst part is we actually got, this one actually works the best so far. Before I started doing all the funky playing around with things. So let me just go ahead and run this one again, and then we'll do our format data. And as you can see, this one worked just fine, but the difference is we're going to take this out of the way, and we are going to put the Google Sheets up here. And then I need to have, oh, it was already on there. So let's go ahead and test that. So if we look at that, that should be correct. For the Google Sheets API, we'll use a predetermined one. And if we just look for Sheets, that should be fine. Now, it did not tell me how to, so it says that it set everything up and it did not. Also, this needs to be post, because your query parameters, I'll just copy it because I already know what they're supposed to be. We'll just delete that and put that in there, because then we need to send a body. But how do I send all of that? And in case you're wondering here, what we're doing is putting it to that, and it should be values. And then I don't want post. I just need sheet 2. My question is, though, how do I get that information? I mean, I could just hard code this. Make it really simple on myself. But I wonder if it's not going to work. But let me just check. So we're just going to add this header in here. And then for our body, we basically need this value. Let me just go ahead and open this. That doesn't look like proper. How come it didn't? So if I test this, it's not going to work. It's not sending the proper JSON file. Okay, this isn't going to work. Okay, so I wanted to show you another one. I pulled this video from AI Andy. It's a social media AI automation. And then once again, we're just going to go down to show transcript. And I do want to show that I forgot to show this in the last one. You can toggle the timestamps, so it makes it a lot easier to read that. But then once again, I gave it to Claude. Take this YouTube transcript. Please give me the format. And so here's the JSON file it gave me. So we'll just copy that. We'll go into N8N. And this was the one I was working on. I'll just stick it on here and let's see what happens. Paste. Oh boy. Okay, so looks like we have a couple of issues here. They have a Facebook. Why isn't there an Instagram? I don't see why you couldn't use Facebook, because they're all the same now, right? But basically all we would have to do is go in here and wow. So I mean, it created all of this. I didn't give it anything. So what's perplexity? So I mean, as you can see, we got one heck of a start here. I mean, I'd have to go in and put all my API keys in, obviously, in this. I have to set up my Google Sheet and then figure out the Instagram thing. But as you can see, this is really simple. And I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but everybody in my neighborhood decided to chop all their trees down lately, and somebody else now is chopping trees down. Colorado, go figure. But as you can see, we took a YouTube video, took the transcript, and at least we have somewhere to start with now with our N8N automations. I mean, yes, we have some work to do, but this was a lot easier than just trying to figure this out one by one. So I hope that was helpful. Hope you liked it. I'm going to go yell at these guys that are making all this noise out here. Other than that, have a good one, you guys. I'll see you again.